hilarious guy who stars in the CBS sitcom Rules of Engagement. Take a look.
Russell Dunbar, 38 and loving it. Can I help you? Oh, hey, man, what's up? You have meat delivered?
Yes, both fresh and jerkied.
Come on, I gotta go meet this magazine reporter.
You get the key from the super. It'll take 1 minute.
All right. I'm meeting her at a restaurant kind of by you, so I guess I could trudge up and deal with it. But just so you know, I don't want to, and it's total hassle. I'd do me.
Please welcome my friend, David Spade. That's your song.
That's your move. Hey-o!
Hi, David.
Oh, the twins are back.
Yeah, here we are. We always dress very similar.
I know, we don't even plan it.
No, we don't. And our hair, now you're going to have to cut your hair because I've cut mine. We always have the same hair, too.
I know, I saw that. I passed you up.
Uh-huh.
That's good. That's interesting. Let's go to a commercial.
Okay.
No, it's good to see you. And I saw you about 2-ish months ago, right?
We only see each other here or at parties.
We were at a rager.
Yeah.
That was actually a good party.
It was a good party.
And it was after the Oscars, which I wasn't at. Did you go?
No.
Okay. So we just glommed onto an Oscar party.
Yeah.
And
well, we can tell them it's kind of, we don't want to talk about it because they weren't. It was a cool party. It was.
Yeah.
It was Madonna's party.
Madonna's party, and oh yeah, that Madonna. And so we went, and I got there a little early too. So
you were there before me.
And I went to the bar, of course, and David Blaine, the magician, was there. And what's funny is he was doing card tricks for the bartender, and I thought he was hired. But he was just a guy, you know, he's just there, and he's like the best magician in the world. And he's doing stuff, and I go, you brought cards with you? It's like us bringing a mic stand. Hey, how you doing? Let's do some stand-up. So he was doing tricks, and they were really good. It makes you feel like an idiot because they're so good.
They're really, I mean, really blowing you away. David Blaine in front of you doing these things you can't believe.
Tricks your eyes, everything's tricky. And then you come in, so then we go over to you and we do them for you to make you feel stupid. Because I was tired of it.
Yeah.
And he even slows it down. Here's what I'm doing. I'm like, duh, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then when we're doing it, then behind me, Tom Cruise pops up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's your buddy. That's your friend.
I know,
because you know him. So, and you know, I'm out there, I don't know him, so I'm immediately scared, and he's a big star. And I hear kind of weird stuff about him. Meanwhile, he's nicest, coolest guy. Now I want to be his buddy. So it switched like that. I'm like, a lot of us are going to Arby's after. If you want to come with. And, but the funny thing is, I'm like, hey, watch this. So we're doing tricks, and we were there for a long time, so I really just kept trying. All I kept thinking is, don't say anything stupid. Because I realize when I talk, sometimes I am not interesting. So it dawned on me right then. So I go, shh, just, blah, 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 blah. So I just was like this, and I was looking at Katie, and she was like thinking, you're going to say something dumb. That's what she was thinking. And I was like, mm-mm. And then she goes, I know it's coming. And then after a minute, I go, so you were in Top Gun, right? And he goes, yeah. And Katie's like, I knew it. I'm like, that's not dumb. That's inquisitive, and that's fact-checking.
Yeah. No, you're always at those cool parties, and you're always there before me, which I like, because I get there, like, I'm one of the first ones, and then I'm one of the first ones to leave. I'm always leaving when people are getting there.
Well, I'm old, and so it's hard to go, like, a lot of people in L.A. and New York and stuff, they go out, like, at 11 or something, and I'm kind of like, have a dinner, if I have a drink, boom, and then... Because you can't, I can't do the bridge.
Michael Winslow all of a sudden? You're like...
So I go, and I can't just go late. I'm too fragile. But it worked out fun. So he's my new buddy. I'm looking for him on MySpace. Bulletin.
He's a nice guy. Now, are you okay? Usually you're so kind of... You're fidgety today. And I
you know what happens is...
What?
People ask me sometimes when I go on these shows, I kind of move around. I have neck trouble. It's like on airplanes, they see me, I stand up a lot. And people ask me, I thought I should tell people why my neck hurts all the time. because it's riveting. As everyone
Now, is this a true story?
This is a true story. When I was in high school, back in 19 blank, so I went to high school and I was in a motivational speaking team. Oh yeah. And I was smart in grade school. I got to high school, kind of fizzled out, but I was on a speaking team, and if you're on the speaking team, you got to be in a talent show at the end of the year, and that was kind of when I started to do stand-up-y stuff and Saturday Night Live sketches, blah, blah. So one year we're doing Macho Man. Now that I say this, I think it's weird. We were doing a dance to Macho Man.
Who's we?
Me and 8 dudes. Me and 8 guys. There was no red flags. I don't know what was going on, but I loved it. And so our guy teacher was teaching us choreography, and I was going to do it in the show. So we had our whole thing down, and then backstage, it's like this hardwood, you know, and they're pouring in. And I go to my buddy, also Macho Man. I go, hey, spot me, I'm going to do a backflip, because at the end of Macho Man, I do a backflip for no reason other than show off. So I go, watch, so I do it, and he flips me over. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, you weren't going to make it. I go, no, I've done this before. Don't spot me. So he flips, this time I flip, he doesn't spot me. I miss the ground and land all my weight on my face. So I bounce up, I go, ugh. So I've got black stage paint on my teeth. My teeth are bent back. I pull them forward. I'm like, oh. So I walk in the back and I sit down and I'm out of it. They call it a concussion these days. But I'm sitting there like this. I don't know who anyone is. They get my mom, they get a doctor. I'm like, dah. And they're like, you know who I am? I'm like, I couldn't even get an Advil out of the deal. Forget about a pain pill. I was like, anybody. So then my memory comes back, and I'm like, we should go to the doctor. My mom, we don't have any money. So my mom's like, really? Or do you want to go to Pizza Hut? I go, oh, and she goes, there's no Pac-Man at the doctor. And I go, oh, okay. So I went out and finished Macho Man. We did the jump splits, whole thing. I finished it. And then we all forgot about the doctor after that. So now, so about 2 years later, I'm like, why am I? So it's been painful ever since.
Wow, and that's really why.
I jacked it. Yeah, it was really hit hard, so I just never fixed it, and then it got too late.
Oh God, your mother is so hysterical. I'm sure there's more stories about her.
Yes.
So we have to take a break.
Please.
And I want to hear more about your mom.
Yay!
All right.